wonderful town.
So you're running up and down the sidelines. Talk about the rehabilitation, how it's been going.
It's going great. You know, we're a couple weeks ahead of schedule, I think, where we anticipated being, and so things are going great. We're shooting for kind of end of May, beginning of June as a target date, so I can do pretty much everything this summer. And as far as practice goes, we've been doing pretty much everything except team stuff. So, you know, one-on-ones, running routes on air, 7-on-7, and then, you know, doing some running and agilities like you saw today. So, just really feel blessed. It's coming along really quickly. So
obviously, you're the type of guy who knows how to come back from injuries. I mean, you know, when you found out about it, was it like, here we go again, or did you just think I got to get through it?
You know, it was a shock. I mean, the injury itself didn't hurt too badly. I didn't feel a pop or anything. So it was one of those things where, you know, I didn't really think it was that significant. And finding out, I mean, obviously I was a little shocked, a little surprised, but just kind of, you know, took it in stride and tried to deal with it. And I'm just grateful I could finish the season and be able to, you know, keep on going. So if it had to happen, this is the best time it could possibly happen. So I'm just grateful for that.
When you were in the game, when you're down at the bowl game, I mean, are you feeling it in that thing? I mean, is it really bothering you?
Yeah, you know, certain things did. I mean, I feel like every game I kind of jammed it, and that was painful. I had a bone bruise in there along with the ligament damage, so that was, you know, pretty painful at times. It was just frustrating sometimes. You couldn't do exactly what you wanted to do, moving laterally and things, but, you know, it's no excuse. I mean, I was able to, you know, make throws and deliver the ball, and unfortunately we didn't play our best that time, but, you know, we're back and excited for this opener on September 5th.
You've been in Kalamazoo for what, like 15 years now? I mean, it's obviously been a while. I mean, what's it like for you coming again another time? But this is really, you know, this is the shot.
This is it. I don't think it's totally set in yet that this is it. It's so exciting to have a young team. I think one of the new challenges is all these, you know, young guys. Some of them are going to have to step up, and it's going to be exciting to see who steps up. But my job is, you know, being even more of a leader than I've ever been. You know, the last couple of years I've taken on a leadership role, but it's got to continue in even greater extent, and that's mentoring and teaching the young guys, you know, what it is that they need to learn and how to do it. So I'm excited. The opportunities are awesome with 3 Big Ten games, and you know, we're looking to get back to a bowl game and hopefully win a MAC championship.
There's a lot of lists out there that have you as a sleeper pick, you know, as one of the top draft picks. Obviously, I don't know how much you pay attention to that, but the question really is, as you do see stuff like that happen, and then you see Michigan on your schedule first game, you got to feel like that's a real opportunity to showcase yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great opportunity to showcase our team, our program. It's a great opportunity anytime you can go to a big venue like that, hostile crowd, and play a great team that's well coached. And so, you know, I'm excited for that opportunity. You know, all that NFL stuff, I mean, that's great. I would love to have the opportunity. I feel blessed to even be, you know, talked about, but that's really not even in my mind at all, not even in the back of my mind. It's something that, you know, if we take care of business here, you know, we win the games we need to win, we win a championship, all that stuff will take care of itself. So the focus is here first and foremost.
Well, if you would, talk about the defense in the spring game, because, I mean, it's interesting to me, you know, lose a ton in the secondary, basically the secondary you lose, but they really performed today. I mean, it was a nice performance.
Yeah, they played real well. I mean, you look at guys like Keith Dixon and Mario Armstrong. I mean, Keith's been a guy who's played a lot of special teams, but man, he can hit and fly around. And Mario's already played a lot of football. You know, he got thrown in when he was a freshman. And, you know, Dave Lewis is a guy who played some reps, and then, you know, he got hurt last year. And Andy's, you know, played quite a bit too in a backup role. And these guys are really coming into their own. And I think Doug Wiggins has showed his leadership coming in. I mean, I know last year was frustrating for him sitting out, and just for him to come in and kind of take charge of the secondary, really. He's just done a tremendous job, and I'm excited for those guys. I mean, they're playing really well. You saw today, I mean, it was a tight game, which shows you the defense played well with this new scoring system. So I'm excited for them, and you know, the linebackers, too, are playing real well. Austin Pritchard's being a leader out there. I think the future's bright, so we're just real excited.
Do you get the impression, I mean, what does this team most remind you of if you look at the other teams that you've played with?
That's hard. I mean, I think there's potential to be kind of like the 06 team. This is a group that has a lot of experience, but also a lot of young guys. And, you know, I remember that year, you know, I redshirted, but Ryan was running quarterback, and he had a couple experienced wideouts, and he had a couple guys who hadn't played yet, and that were younger guys, and he brought them along. And I see that as being my role, as, you know, being the distributor and mentoring these young guys and bringing them along. So we're excited. I mean, the whole offensive line's back. Both our backs are back from last year, and it's just a great opportunity to put up a lot of points and have some fun.
Where do you go from here as a team and as an individual throughout the rest of the time here in the summer?
This summer is probably going to be by far the most important summer we've ever had since I've been here, because we've got some freshmen who are going to have to step up, and that's just reality. And so they've got to come in, get integrated in our workouts, and they've got to learn what's going on. And then for us, we've still got to keep the learning curve going. There's some receivers who got some reps this spring but are going to need more work, and quarterbacks as well. I'm going to need work. I mean, I haven't had as many reps as I would normally get, and so I got to play a little bit of catch up since I missed all of spring ball. So there's a lot of work to be done this summer, and we're going to do it and put it in, and hopefully that'll turn out into a lot of wins this fall.
Just finishing, you talk about the other quarterbacks. They performed pretty well today. I mean,
they
what are
did.
your thoughts on that? Especially, and throughout the season, Drew offering that ability to run. I mean,
Yeah.
what does that offer you guys?
I mean, having a dual threat back there is a tremendous threat, both run or pass, and like you mentioned, and I think Drew did a great job managing the game. He's been around, he understands the system better and better. It's reps. The only way to learn in this system is to get reps, and he hasn't had the opportunity to do that, and now he does. And so this spring has been huge for him. I've seen both him and Alex, get a lot of reps. They start understanding and learning more and more, and it's just great to see them come along. They're both great players, and they're going to keep getting better.